Every great thing that has ever existed in this world started as a whisper, a flicker in the back of someone's mind, a crazy what if scribbled on a napkin, a melody hummed in the shower, a story that refused to stay quiet. It is the spark of an idea, and it is one of the most magical human things we can experience. It feels like pure potential, a glimpse into a reality that doesn't exist yet but could. And what do we do with this spark? For most of us, most of the time, we do nothing. We admire it. We protect it. We nurture it in the safety of our own minds. We fall in love with the idea of the idea, and we leave it there, in the safest place it will ever be, our imagination. This is the great tragedy of human potential. Our minds are graveyards, filled with brilliant novels that were never written, life-changing businesses that were never launched, beautiful works of art that were never created, ideas that died of neglect. Why? What is the assassin of creativity? It is the gap between the thought and the action. And that gap is filled with monsters. The first monster is fear. The fear of failure. The fear of judgment. The fear that we are not good enough, not skilled enough, not original enough to pull it off. The fear that if we try and fail, we will have to admit that the dream was beyond our reach. The second monster is perfectionism. It's a noble-sounding monster. It tells you, don't start until you have it all figured out. Wait for the perfect plan. Wait for the perfect moment. Wait until you have more time, more money, more knowledge. It convinces you that a flawless idea in your head is better than an imperfect creation in the real world. But the perfect moment is a myth. It will never arrive. Perfectionism is not a standard. It is a cage. So how do you slay these monsters? How do you build a bridge across the terrifying gap between your idea and reality? You don't do it with a heroic leap. You do it with one small, clumsy, imperfect step. You want to write a book? Don't think about the 300 pages, just write one terrible sentence. You want to start a business? Don't think about the 5-year plan, just make one phone call or register one domain name. You want to create a piece of art? Don't think about the masterpiece, just make one mark on the canvas. This is the secret action, is the antidote to fear. Momentum is the cure for procrastination. You do not need clarity to start. You need to start to find clarity. The act of doing is what teaches you how to do it. The first step illuminates the second you figure it out while you're moving. Embrace the mess. Give yourself permission to be a beginner. The first version of anything is always terrible. The first draft is supposed to be bad. The first prototype is supposed to be clunky. That is not failure. That is the process. No one sees the messy first draft of a blockbuster movie. No one sees the hundreds of failed experiments that led to a scientific breakthrough. We only see the finished product, and we fool ourselves into thinking it arrived fully formed. It didn't. It was built, iteration by iteration, mistake by mistake, step by step. Your ideas are not just idle daydreams. They are whispers from a version of you that is waiting to be born. They are knocking on the door of your mind, asking to be let out. They chose you. To leave them locked inside is to deny a fundamental part of who you are. You owe it to your ideas to give them a chance. A chance to breathe. A chance to exist outside of your head. A chance to fail, to evolve, to maybe, just maybe, change the world. So, what is that one idea that keeps coming back to you? That one you can't shake? Stop protecting it. Stop planning it to death. Honor it. Honor it with one small, tangible, real-world action. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. The world doesn't need another perfect idea in a graveyard. It needs your messy, beautiful, imperfect creation. Go build it.